Hey, what's going on? I think I'm live. I've got a little bit of a crazy story. It's okay. But Dr. Dave, the RV dummy, with something in my tooth here. So hang on one second real quick. Now, I will explain one thing. I am in a hotel room. I'm in Columbus, Ohio, stuck in a hotel room because I cannot fly back to Salt Lake City this evening because of the timing. There's just no way I can do it. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So I'm here. I got some things I'm going to be doing tonight. Road Burns, how are you doing? What's going on? Feel free to please say hello in the live chat. Say hello, ask a question. I'm here for a little bit with you guys. And the reason it was very, very short notice is simply because I didn't know my exact schedule for this evening. I didn't know what time I finished speaking. Yabasur Outdoors won. I didn't know my exact schedule, and I didn't know what time I'd be able to do this. So yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing having like in a hotel room, but you know, you do what you got to do. So here I am. Why am I doing this on a Friday evening? Well, hi Raymond Massey. Why am I doing this on a Friday evening? Because I normally do my live stream. Lately, I've been doing them on a Sunday evening. But this Sunday, due to traveling and where I'm going to be, I will be totally unable to do a live stream Sunday. So I figured I'd love to come on for a short time, even on Friday. I have a little bit of time to spend with you guys, and it means a lot to me. And I'll share a couple things with you. Especially over the past week, I've been getting some really nice messages from a lot of you guys, from some of you guys, telling me stories, asking for help, wanting to connect, but just it's not past tense, feel real positive energy towards so many of my, I'm going to call you friends because you're my friends. More than a subscriber or a viewer, you're my friend. I feel like you're in this RV Dummy community, and it's something that's not really that large right now. And it's fine with me. I'd rather have it so I recognize names. It's better for me. Recognize names, can be close with whoever wants to be close with. Now, I will tell you, it's not always possible. Some of you, especially over the past 3 or 4 days, have sent me some lengthy emails with like situations going on in your lives. Hey Ed, how you doing? Situations going on in your lives, maybe complex questions, and I try my absolute best. And but please understand if I say that there's no way I can just easily respond every time somebody sends me something, just because as much as I want to all the time, and trust me, all the time I want to, whether you're sending me an email or whether you're commenting on it on YouTube, I want to respond really, really quickly and thoroughly, and because you guys really mean a lot to me. But because of my schedule and my life, sometimes it's just very, very difficult. Because just think, if I got like several emails a day or several comments that people want me to respond to, I'd be spending like a ton of my time thinking, because you can't just like send an email back to somebody. You got to really think about something, thinking, composing, sending, and it's getting to the point where it's very, very difficult, and also depending on my schedule. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if you are corresponding with me in any way, if you don't get an answer, or if it's a very delayed answer, but sometimes if you don't get an answer, please never, ever, ever take it personally at all, because it's just please remember that Dave, Dr. Dave, that's all, just sometimes can't do it. And it's not meant in any way to say that I don't love you. It's totally not true, but just please understand that. Now that you're here, now that I've explained that, and by the way, I'm still learning a little bit more about live streaming. I just realized as I set this thing up tonight, I realized that I can get you a URL. I can get you so I can do that in the future, especially if you're a VIP. I can text message you a URL. So by the way, if you're not a VIP yet, Alan, it is like a full-time job. It really does take a lot of time. So I just hope you all understand that I don't have the time in me to make this a full-time thing. So please understand, feel the love from me, and know that I want to respond so badly, but I can't always guarantee it. Now, if you are not yet a VIP, because I sent out this message tonight before I was live streaming to my VIP list, which is fairly small right now, but growing. Every day I get more people that want to be on my VIP list. And the purpose of being a VIP is simply so I have your text number, your cell phone number, and when I'm deciding to go live, you'll get a text message, and so it'll alert you that, hey, here's how to do it. So if you have not given me your cell number and you want to be on the VIP list, simply the easiest thing right now is to send me an email, because there's a number you can message to, but I don't have it in front of me. So send me an email to simply rundrdave@gmail.com. So it's RUNDR, run. I wrote it down last time. I wrote it down like on a piece of paper. It's run Dr. but it's RUNDR DAVE, run Dr. Dave. DR is Dr. rundrdave@gmail.com. Send me an email to that address with your cell phone number, and I will add you. So Road Burns, the Burns family, you're VIP number 1. Excellent. Once you're a VIP, guess what? Once you're a VIP, you're all VIPs, and there's no like hierarchy there at all. But I really value the VIPs because you guys are the ones that are going to be able to get any instant notification, any like urgent or instant notification very, very quickly. Wait a minute. Robert from Rosa Life is here. He told me he was taking his daughter out for her 18th birthday and he wouldn't be able to be on the live stream. He said, because it's really important that I'm with my daughter, but I guess I know what is more important. What's more important is the live stream. Forget about his daughter's 18th birthday. Forget it. She can do that. You can do that any day with her. So, again, I welcome VIPs. If I could write this down, I don't have my notebook in front of me. Well, no, just remember, RUNDRDAVE, rundrdave@gmail. Write it down. Send me an email with your text, your cell number, and I will put you on the VIP list, which is, we're having some fun because it is starting to grow a little bit. So it's pretty cool being able to like have a direct connection that I can, and I don't abuse it. You guys that are VIPs already, you know that you can. So if you're a VIP already, please let people know that I don't ever abuse it. I will never abuse it, only for like urgent instant notifications. That's all I use it for. Now, I'm here if you have a question about RVing, anything. I will tell you. Oh, email again, Diana. Sure. Let me do this. Hang on one second. I'll make it even better. I will. Do I have my pad? Here, let's see. Come on. I wrote this from the other day, I think. Let's see. I'll give it to you. So I'll hold it up so you guys can have it. And then I want to share something with you that I think you'll really like, especially if you've got an RV now. I'm going to share this with you because it's something that Yoko and I did the other day. I'm going to be talking about it more on my Tuesday video that's going to come out. But here you go. It's RUNDRDAVE@gmail. So here it is. RunDrDave@gmail.com, of course. RunDrDave@gmail.com. If you send, I'll keep it up there. If you send me your cell phone number to that email address, I will immediately put you on my VIP list. Okay, hope you got it. This message is held for review. I got it. Let's see. It's good. It's all good. We're gonna let that go. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So I'm here to answer any. You're welcome, Diana. You're welcome. Nettie is here. Speaking of my VIPs, Nettie is like definitely one of the first VIPs for sure. So Nettie, I hope you got the text message that all the VIPs got. Now, I want to share this with you. So Yoko and I did something really cool the other day. Right now I'm in Columbus, Ohio. I was speaking all day, but of course we're based out of Salt Lake. So we went on a little trip to Antelope Island. Have you ever been that, or have you ever been to Antelope Island? Have you ever heard of Antelope Island? So it's an island that allows you to. It's in the middle of, kind of not in the middle, but towards the end of the Great Salt Lake, and you access it by driving from Salt Lake City a little bit north on I-15, and then there's this road that goes a little west, and with a causeway that takes you like pretty much over an 8-mile causeway over to Antelope Island. It's one of the coolest places I've been to in a long time, and it's great for RVing because I'll share this with you on Tuesday. You'll see I took some video footage there with me and Yoko, but just not me and Yoko. We took some video footage of like what the campgrounds look like, and they're really, really cool, very special, and a lot different than going camping at like a KOA or a private campground that you see along the road. Very, very, very different. And Antelope Island, it's a state park. It's beautiful. It's really desolate. It kind of reminds me, memo to Dr. Dave, memo, we're going to write this down. Don't eat some peanuts before going on the air because the peanuts are going to get stuck in my throat and I'm going to cough and I got to drink water. This Antelope Island kind of reminds me of what it would be. Hi, Lisa Swartz. How you doing? What's going on? It reminds me of if we were alive in the prehistoric ages, prehistoric era. It kind of had that feel of this is what it would feel like. This is what it would feel like to be living and experiencing the planet Earth in prehistoric days. It was really cool. Now there were, of course, there are birds and they're animals, but the main animal we saw were bison. I think did we see some deer? But it's a really, really cool place. It's good for hiking. It's good for it's a kind of place you want to go if you want to just get away from the noise of the city and just think and relax and look around and enjoy life and just see what it's like to like slow down a little bit. It was really, really a cool place. I'll have some, like I said, I'll have some footage on Tuesday's video that comes out. It's going to be from there. I think you're really going to like it. It's going to be very different from my normal video where I give you like 10 ways to do this, or it's going to be different. But I think it's going to be different in a really good way. So please check that out Tuesday. Yeah, I've got a new video that comes out every Tuesday at 9 a.m. What is it? 9 a.m. Eastern? Is that what it is? Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern. Because I always have to the time. I'm usually in Salt Lake, so to think about what time that would be. If you guys, I really appreciate you being here. I know it's a Friday evening. It's a little bit earlier than I normally do it. So I know it's probably tough for a lot of people to get onto this. But if you have any question right now for me, any question, if you have a comment, please write it over in the chat box, the live chat. I'll try my best to address it, answer it, comment on it, whatever I can do. I'm here for you guys. I'm not here just to be talking into the camera. I can do that anytime. I'm here actually to hang with people that I feel really close with, as well as help you out in your lives and answer questions. And if you ask me a question by email and I have not been able to get to it yet, or ask me a question on YouTube and I have not, try to ask it now. Maybe I can help you at least a little bit. Andrea, how are you doing? Andrea, how come you're not, I don't think you're on the VIP list yet. And so I want to make sure that you and Jim are on my list. Send me an email with your I got your cell phone number. If you could just give me permission, I'll put you on the VIP list. That's right. I know your cell phone number. So give me permission. I'll put you guys on the VIP list so you'll get notified of any kind of live stream coming up. Mark Weiner, who, by the way, is traveling across the country from LA to somewhere in northern Michigan, I believe. He's in northern Michigan now. Hi, Dave. How do you value a used RV for sale? Great question. Okay, Andrea, let me make a note to add you guys. Hold on. Add Andrea to the VIP list. And Jim, I'm pretty sure I have both of your cell phone numbers. Add Andrea and Jim. Mark, that's a great question. I don't have a scientific answer. Of course, you can look in the, you can look online. You can look on the sites that give the approximate value. But they ask a lot of questions, and they ask all these things that you might not even know to fill in. And only then they are, I think, guidelines to go by. I think there's no set price for something. That's the thing. So I think if you are trying to evaluate buying a used RV, and again, I think it's a really good question. I think a lot of you can be helped with this. Also, if you're ever going to be looking at an RV, a used RV, especially in the future, I think you just have to do your due diligence, which means research it as best as you can, but also check out the RV from head to toe, or from top to bottom, or all the above. In other words, check out, first of all, if it's an RV, if it's a motorhome, check out the chassis and check make sure everything's in good shape engine wise, and thing works like a vehicle. And then number two, have either, if you know enough about RVs, and check it out yourself, but check out everything. And some of you might want to comment, because I know Andrea and Jim, you recently bought an RV. I don't think it was used though, but you bought a used RV in the past, so you might be able to add something to this. But I would go over the thing and look at it carefully. If I didn't know enough, I would hire an RV tech for an hour to look through it with a fine-tooth comb and really evaluate it. And then by doing that and comparing what you found online, what the price should be, and also what the person's asking, you kind of come up with what I call a gut feeling. Like when I bought my Pleasureway, what was it, a year and a half ago, like exactly a year and a half ago, the Pleasureway XLTS, it's a Class B. We did our homework. We knew roughly how much it should be, and also looking what other people are asking on some of the sites. Now I know that's not carved in stone, but you get ideas. So doing all that, then we went out and checked it and drove it and checked it again and made sure and talked to the owners and asked a lot of questions. And then we came up just with a kind of like a gut feeling of a price that we thought was fair. And we asked for it. We asked a little bit lower just to give it a shot. And we kind of came up with a price that we all thought was fair. And that's the definition of a good deal, by the way. A good deal and a fair deal is when both parties give a little bit, take a little bit, and feel that they're getting a good deal. They're getting a fair deal. That's kind of my definition in business or anything as a good deal. So, Mark, I hope that helped you. It does take work, and it does take a lot of looking and examining and driving. It does that. So I hope that helped you at all. Is low retail or high retail or in between? Is it low retail? I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. What's it? You mean the van that I bought or anything? I'm not positive, so you might have to explain that a little more. I'm sorry, Mark. The RV dummy can be a little dense sometimes. By the way, I'll see what else other people are asking. Also, if you get a second right now, before you think of anything else, just give us click the thumbs up. Click the thumbs up icon wherever it might be. I'm looking at it right there, but in your screen it might be different. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. If you like that, in fact, I'm taking some time and hanging with you guys. I can always use thumbs up, because for every thumbs up we get, our cat Boo Boo gets to eat a little bit more. Our cat just gets to eat. By the way, Boo Boo, a lot of people are talking about our cat Boo Boo, and I just want to share with you. Boo Boo is officially spelled like this. This is the absolute official spelling of Boo Boo right there. Really, really good question, because right now we're in Utah, obviously Utah, 4 seasons, and it gets really hot and really cold. And right now, Yoko and I are actually going through the point where we're going to need to winterize for the very first time, because back in Baltimore, we had it in a climate-controlled environment, storage, and we didn't ever have to winterize. Now we're going to have to winterize because the place we're storing it is not totally climate-controlled. So we're going to do that. But to answer your question, how important is it to have a true 4 season? I'm going to throw it back on you. It totally depends. It totally depends what you're doing with it. If you are taking trips and you're out on the road and RVing in the winter, and you're in climate, if you're not in Florida or Arizona, if you're in climates that can get very cold, you have to winterize, which means if it's getting super cold, you're going to have to be driving around in a winterized vehicle. Because now, if it's in the high 20s supposedly, and you're on a trip, that's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It's when it gets really, and don't hold me to that, but from my experience and from what I've heard, your stuff's not. Especially if you're on the road and in it, you're in the high 20s. You might be okay. But if it's getting down to really, really sub freezing temperatures, when you're camping, it's going to freeze, and you're going to have pipes bursting. And you don't want to do that. So if you're truly going to be using this in very cold weather, then you have to winterize. Now, Yoko and I might be faced with a situation that we winterize, and then we decide we want to take a little trip, let's say, for example, in December, So we have to unwinterize and go somewhere fairly warm. And then when we get back to winterize again. So yeah, you got to kind of figure it out, but you don't want to be caught in sub-freezing weather in a rig that's not winterized, because it's gonna be very, very costly, and it's gonna be a big problem. So you don't want to do that. Make sure you winterize. Now, to be totally transparent and straightforward with you guys, the RV Dummy is not an expert winterizer, because I've had mine indoors, climate controlled. So this season, what we're gonna do, I'm hiring an RV tech to come out. He's a mobile RV tech. He's gonna come out. He's gonna show us exactly, so I don't miss anything. Show us how to winterize, and we're going to videotape it. We're going to ask questions, and then from then on, we should be able to winterize ourselves. So it should be much easier. Robert and Andrea are conversing there, and so they're both friends of mine too. So that's cool that they're kind of hooking up together. Well, hooking up's not the right word, really. These days, you don't tell somebody that they're hooking up unless These days, the young kids call having sex hooking up. So you got to be careful what you say these days. Mark says, I've never heard of a 4-season RV. Can you get by temporarily with pink antifreeze that you add to the fresh water tank, run the toilet and sinks? Maybe, Mark, maybe. I think 4-season RV, I took that to mean, his question was, I took that to mean that he's using it 4 seasons. I've seen RVs with like different types of suspension and real aggressive tires that can pretty much go anywhere, but I still think when something gets below freezing, unless you've got some kind of system, and there might be systems out there, you guys can correct me if I'm not right, to keep everything warm, to keep all the pipes warm everywhere, then you have to winterize. But there might be, and I'd like to know about this, even though I don't have one. There might be RVs out there that truly are 4 seasons, and they take all that into consideration, and they're heated pipes. I don't know the answer to that. There may be. That'd be very cool. So yeah, Robert, Rose of Life. I did a video about this when Yoko and I were in New Orleans half a year ago. We had a problem with and I think Mark Wiener knows about this. He remembers this story, but we had a problem with our fridge breaking. It wasn't working. We were in New Orleans. We had all this food. We were at a campground. It was all going to spoil. And it was very, very, very hot out. And I was like going nuts. So I went to we were at a KOA. I went to the office and said, is there an RV tech that you recommend? Because I'm having a problem. And she had these business cards. It was this guy. I can't remember his name. I think his name might have been Paul, but I don't remember. She said, he's an RV tech. He'll come right out here. So what could be better than that? So I messaged him. Within 5 minutes, he messaged me back. And with the best words I ever wanted to hear, he said, what campsite are you at? What kind of campsite are you in? I told him whatever campsite it was, campsite number 4. Within 30 minutes, he showed up and fixed our refrigerator within an hour, less than an hour. He was a great guy. Of course, he charges for his service. He has to drive to where he's going. He's mobile, but it was worth every penny. Now, in Salt Lake, I just did a search on Yelp. The words mobile RV tech. And guess what? A really good one came up. I've been actually communicating with him. His name is... let's see. I don't think I have it right in front of me. Do I have it? His name is Doug. Doug, the mobile RV tech in Salt Lake City. He seems like a really good guy. Communicating with him, and we're scheduling something for late October, I believe. So you can just do research and find in every town, at least every city, fairly decent sized city, there's going to be an RV tech. I guarantee it, and it's probably the best kept secret ever. I love it. Mark is saying, let's see, Roadburn to say, okay, so the you have to ensure the pink stuff doesn't get into the water heater. I guess that could really do some pretty serious damage, I'm guessing. Mark is saying you definitely can add a special pink antifreeze. Walmart has it. But the only thing is, I want to know, you can't add a special pink antifreeze, but you can't, but that's winterizing, right? When you winterize, you use that pink antifreeze, but you can't go drinking that stuff. So yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, you can add it, but it's a little more than just adding some antifreeze. You have to know they're all different places that you have to drain and add, and it's a little more difficult than just adding antifreeze to your system. So that's why I want to have the guys show me exactly what to do. So High Desert Rob says RV repair shops are also shown on the Allstays app. Cool. So yeah, I like the mobile RV tech also because it's very convenient. They come to you. A lot of times I found that their schedules are more flexible. They're mobile. They come right out to you. Whereas a lot of these shops, a lot of these repair shops, especially in season, they're booked. They can easily be booked 4 to 6 to 8 weeks ahead. And that doesn't do me any good. If I've got something that needs to be repaired now, I don't want to be on a list that says I'm getting in 6 weeks. And I've had that problem. So that's why another reason I think RV Techs, it's a really cool thing using RV Techs. I've had really good luck so far. And I like to support these guys because I think they're doing a really, really good service by being able to come out to your place and also being very flexible. What else do we have, guys? Because I'm going to probably leave you in a little bit. I probably still got to get some dinner and stuff like that. Now, Mark said, okay, I'm corrected. No, you can actually drink it, but you don't want to. It tastes horrible, I'm told. I've never done it. Solution, bottled water. Yeah, bottled water. If your system is winterized, yeah, you drink bottled water. You can cook with bottled water. However, if your system's winterized, you can't flush the toilet, I'm pretty sure. So you just gotta go to somewhere else, another facility. But yeah, I'm totally familiar with the pink antifreeze. I guess you can drink it; it won't harm you, but you don't want to drink it. That's the answer to that. I started saying something else though before Mark made that comment. What was I saying? Help me out. Oh yeah. About live streaming. My plan is to do it every Sunday evening. However, this Sunday I'm totally unavailable. Probably going to be in the air, and like I said, it meant so much to me to do this with you. That's why I want to take time out of my Friday evening before I go get some dinner or anything. I wanted to do this because I felt kind of badly missing a week. So this Sunday, no live stream. The Sunday after, let me look at my calendar. I'm going to try my best, but I might have to take 2 Sundays off just because of what I've got going on my schedule. So let me see. The Sunday after, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to live stream also. So the next Sunday live stream should be the 20th, October 20th. But if I can get in between and do some live streams, 1 or 2 between now and then, I will make sure I send my VIPs notice as soon as I have it. And also I'll still continue to put it on YouTube, but YouTube is going to be a little bit slower the way it gets delivered unless you have notifications. It's going to be a little slower. So that's why I really think the VIPs, it's good to be a VIP. I'm not charging to be a VIP, don't worry, but you'll get notifications faster. And if something changes real quickly, you'll get that notification as opposed to somebody probably missing something on YouTube. So having said that, I appreciate each and every one of you. Great questions tonight, great comments. I feel like we're family. It's like one big family getting together when we can. And it'll usually be Sunday evenings, but not for the next couple. Thanks for being here. Remember to get on the VIP list. Send the email over to me here. Run Dr. Dave at gmail.com. Send me your cell phone number. You have to have a cell phone number, else I won't be able to text you. And again, one more time, I really appreciate so many kind comments. A lot of you are saying that you love the channel. You love the way I am speaking with honesty and from my heart, which really is true. I had a comment from somebody, I can't remember who it was. It was the other day, and he said, it was a he. He said, I really love your channel because it's the fresh change from the couples that are, and I'm nothing against the couples that have these tremendous YouTube channels, and it's about like, here we are now, here's what we're doing, and that's great. But my channel is definitely a little bit different. We get a little bit deeper into things. I want to know you a little bit better. I want to help you. I want to answer your questions personally, if and when I can. So it's a lot different than a channel that, oh, here we are in Yellowstone. Now, having said that, my video coming up on Tuesday is kind of like a here we are. But it's a different than here we are because it's a place that most people don't even know about. Most people don't know about Antelope Island State Park in the middle of the Great Salt Lake, and it's just something that I want to share with you so badly. That's why I'm doing that video. So you'll let me know how you like it. Jumping off the cliff. Hey, just don't jump too soon, my man. Don't jump too soon. Robert, I'm so glad you're here with us. Go celebrate your birthday with your daughter. And I'm glad you took 30 minutes to come hang with us. Keep her hanging. Tell her that she's going to be 18 for another probably few hours, so she can wait for you. Okay, guys, it's been great. Thanks so much. If you didn't see it live, you catch the replay. But again, I hope to be able to do many more of these. I'm catching on because I know how to do the link now. So I'll talk to you all very soon. Have a great, safe weekend. Love you all. See you later. Bye.